I have the pleasure of introducing Ward Lieber, founder and CEO of the Child Safety Network. Ward and the Child Safety Network have been and remain great supporters and champions of PTAs. CSN's mission for over 2 decades has been to reduce the likelihood of children becoming victims of abuse, abduction, and injury. We are very grateful to CSN for all of their good work and their ongoing support for parents and PTAs. Please join me in welcoming Ward Lieber of the Child Safety Network.
The Child Safety Network is always proud to be here at the PTA convention and meet the leaders, the most hard-working child advocates in the country. Before I announce this year's National Child Safety Award winner, I want to recognize all of the assistance that the PTA presidents and leaders from over 1,400 schools and 38 school districts showed us last year when they helped beta test our StarGuard 24-hour emergency response system for kids. This year's recipient of the 2012 National Child Safety Award, Stephen Sprague, is an amazing guy. He's someone who has created a technology to protect our families when using social sites. And you haven't heard anything about that yet, social sites becoming safer. He comes from a long line of great innovators. His great-great-grandfather, Frank J. Sprague, invented a system for distributing electricity to streetcars for overhead wires. Within a year, electric streetcars replaced horse cars, sparking a revolution in urban transportation. Frank worked with Thomas Edison and contributed to the development of the electric motor, electric railways, electric-powered elevators. The spirit of innovation was passed down to Stephen Sprague's father, Peter. A technical visionary in his own right, Peter was named the chairman of National Semiconductor in the 1960s and served in that role for over 30 years, now a $6 billion company. In the late 80s, he went on to found Wave Systems, bringing the company public in 1994, and serving as Wave CEO until our award winner, Stephen Sprague, took over the role 12 years later. Wave is a key player in today's computer security industry. It has established partnerships with Dell, Microsoft, Intel, and serves on the board of directors of a very influential global industry standards group. But it's Wave's foray into the consumer market that brings us to this year's National Child Safety Award. Stephen and his team created a free service to help protect kids online called Scrambls. Anybody see the Scrambls booth out here? Anybody? Coming from the perspective of a father of children growing up in the digital age, Stephen noticed a severe gap in child safety via the use of online social networks. Posts on Google, Facebook, Twitter can be used to steal your child's identity, to cyberbully them, to lure them into dangerous situations, or their posts can be used for marketing information, which is how all the providers of these social networks make their money. The inventors also realized that what our families post online when they're kids and teenagers can affect them for the rest of their lives. It can cost your kids job opportunities in the future. It can even impact admission to college. With Scrambles, you can share messages on any web page with a specific defined group so that friends and colleagues read clear text as they normally would, and all others without permission see only encoded text. Later this year, we will be able to scramble our kids' photographs online. And then no one but true friends and family can view their confidential information or their photos. And now, for his leadership in creating a free service to make the internet a safer place for you and for our children, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's 2012 National Child Safety Award recipient and the winner of our Safe Family Seal of Approval, Stephen Sprague.
Thank you, Warden, and thank you, everybody, today. This is a wonderful moment for the Scrambles team. They've worked tirelessly over the course of the last year to bring this service to market. And I hope that everyone has an opportunity to use this tool and leverage this capability, both for the possibility of teaching our children to protect what they post online. Because at the end of the day, it's not property that we've given to somebody else, it's the property that our children have created. And so when my daughter finishes spending 10,000 hours typing into Facebook, she shouldn't be asked to delete that content when she goes to college. We don't ask them to burn their scrapbooks. We don't ask them to take their yearbooks out and shred them. But we also don't ask them to take their yearbooks and attach them to their resumes, because everybody who went to their first job brought their yearbook with them. And I really think it's a tremendous opportunity to take and put the intellectual property that we create, we as kids, as parents, as inventors, can put that information in a manner where we have control. We don't transition that control to others. And so the Scrambls service is a free service. It's available to everyone to use. It's a new concept. It's a little bit like putting seatbelts in cars. We're going to put them in the car, and then it'll take 20 years before our kids are torturing us to click them every time we get in the car. But eventually it becomes obvious that what we post is something we want to control. And so this is the beginning of a new journey of teaching everyone, and I think it's really a tool that can be very much part of the educational process. Whether we create a Facebook site so that we can have Little League strategy sessions online, but only our team can have the discussion and not the other team. Or whether we can plan a party or a bake sale or any other event and have that be a controlled communication and a controlled sharing. This opportunity of social media is tremendous. We will be the leaders in the world in helping to understand how we communicate with everyone. But we need to sometimes have communications that aren't shared with everyone. And this is the opportunity that Scrambls presents. So please enjoy it, provide us feedback, tell us what you like and what you don't like, and we'll endeavor to continue to move forward with it. Thank you very much, and thank you to CSN.